Flash is on number 9 in our list. In 1956, DC was reloaded and decided to recreate some of superheroes for the Silver Age comic book. They decided to relaunch the Flash's character Barry Allen, who had himself been inspired by reading the comics of Jay Garrick's Flash comics. Scientist Barry Allen acquires super speed through a freak accident, and becomes known as the fastest man alive, in this adaptation of the DC Comics character. The Flash. The Flash is an American superhero television series, developed by Greg Berlanti, Andrew Kreisberg, and Jeff Johns, airing on the CW. It is based on the DC Comics character, Flash, a costumed superhero crime fighter with the power to move at superhuman speeds. It is a spin-off from Arrow, existing in the same fictional universe known as Arrowverse. The series follows Barry Allen, portrayed by Grant Gustin, a crime scene investigator who gains superhuman speed, which he uses to fight criminals, including others who have also gained superhuman abilities. Its first episode was on the 7th of October 2014. Production locations are Vancouver, British Columbia. So far it has 6 seasons with 92 episodes. Number 8 in our list is a drama centered on the personal and professional lives of 5 surgical interns and their supervisors. Grey's Anatomy. It is an American medical drama television series that premiered on March 27, 2005 and has been on the air for 14 years. On the American Broadcasting Company (ABC) as a mid-season replacement. The fictional series focuses on the lives of surgical interns, residents, and attendings as they develop into seasoned doctors while balancing personal and professional relationships. The title is an allusion to Grey's Anatomy, a classic human anatomy textbook first published in 1858 in London and written by Henry Grey. Shonda Rhimes developed the pilot and continues to write for the series. The show also shows drama and emotions through Meredith's life. So far, there have been 15 seasons with 342 episodes, and even 2 spin-offs from Grey's Anatomy. The fun fact is the show's title comes from a real medical textbook. Number 7 in our list is Riverdale. It is an American teen drama television series based on the characters of Archie Comics. The series was adapted for the CW by Archie Comics Chief Creative Officer Roberto Aguirre Sacasa, and is produced by Warner Bros. Television. Drama based on characters from the Archie comic books series, is set in Riverdale, where aspiring musician Archie deals with life, love and high school. Based on the classic Archie comics, the CW's Riverdale takes a darker, Twin Peaks-like twist on characters Archie Andrews, Veronica Lodge, Betty Cooper, and Jughead Jones. For one, this show has a whole lot of murder. Trying to figure out who the unknown, Black Hood murderer is, it has been an addicting draw for fans since the series first aired in 2016. And while the real lives of Riverdale stars and the production of the show isn't nearly as dramatic as the series, that doesn't make them any less fascinating. The very first episode was aired on the 26th of January 2017. Now the series have almost 4 seasons with 35 episodes. Orange is the New Black, number 6 in our list. In a sentence it can be described as, when a New York woman struggles to adjust to life in a federal prison. It is an American comedy drama web television series created by Jenji Kohan for Netflix. The series is based on Piper Kerman's memoir. It describes a year in a women's prison. The series begins revolving around Piper Chapman, a woman in her 30s living in New York City who is sentenced to 15 months in Litchfield Penitentiary, a minimum security women's federal prison in upstate New York. Chapman was convicted of transporting a suitcase full of drug money for her girlfriend, Alex Voss, an international drug smuggler. Episodes often feature flashbacks of significant events, from various inmates, and prison guards' pasts. These flashbacks generally show how an inmate came to be in prison, or develop a character's backstory. The prison is initially operated by the Federal Department of Corrections, a fictional version of the Federal Bureau of Prisons, and was in a later season acquired by the Management and Correction Corporation (MCC), a private prison company. It has over 7 seasons with 65 episodes. Number 5 in our list is The 100. It is an American post-apocalyptic science fiction drama television series that premiered on March 19, 2014, on the CW. The series, developed by Jason Rothenberg, is loosely based on the novel series of the same name by Kass Morgan. 97 years after a devastating nuclear apocalypse wipes out almost all life on Earth, thousands of people now live in a space station orbiting Earth, which they call the Ark. 3 generations have been born in space, bringing the population of the Ark beyond carrying capacity. 100 juvenile detainees are sent to Earth in a last attempt to determine whether it is habitable. They discover that some survived the apocalypse, the Grounders, who live in clans locked in a power struggle. The Reapers, another group of Grounders who have been turned into cannibals by the Mountain Men. And the Mountain Men, who live in Mount Weather, descended from those who locked themselves away before the apocalypse. Under the leadership of Bellamy and Clark, the juveniles attempt to survive the harsh surface conditions, battle hostile Grounders, and establish communication with the Ark. The first season was published on the 19th of March 2014. So far it has 7 seasons and over 93 episodes till now. Number 4 in our list is 13 Reasons Why. It is an American teen drama web television series, developed for Netflix by Brian Yorkey, based on the 2007 novel, 13 Reasons Why, by Jay Asher. The series revolves around high school student Clay Jensen and the aftermath of high school student Hannah Baker's suicide, leaving behind a box of cassette tapes in which she details why she chose to end her life. Through its various storylines, the show explores and depicts a wide range of social issues affecting modern youth, including suicide, sexual assault, bullying, racism, jock culture, mental health, drug addiction, alcoholism, domestic violence, homophobia, deportation, police brutality, steroid use, homelessness, HIV, abortion and school shootings. The series is produced by July Moon Productions, Kick It to the Curb Productions, Anonymous Content and Paramount Television. So far it has 4 seasons and 49 episodes. It also received an SCP Image Award for Outstanding Directing in a Drama Series in 2018. Number 3 in our list is Walking Dead. It is an American post-apocalyptic horror television series for AMC, based on the comic book series by Robert Kirkman, Tony Moore, and Charlie Adlard. The series features a large ensemble cast as survivors of a zombie apocalypse, trying to stay alive under near constant threat of attacks from zombies, colloquially known as walkers. However, the story of the years that follow after a zombie apocalypse, following a group of survivors led by a former police officer, who travel in search of a safe and secure home. As the world overrun by the dead takes its toll on the survivors, their interpersonal conflicts present a greater danger to their continuing survival than the walkers that roam the country. It has over 69 awards and 138 nominations until now. The first episode was on the 31st of October 2010. It has 10 seasons and over 115 episodes. Number 2 in our list is Stranger Things. It is an American science fiction horror web television series, created by the Duffer Brothers and released on Netflix. The twins serve as showrunners and are executive producers along with Sean Levy and Dan Cohen. The series premiered on Netflix on July 15, 2016. A love letter to the 80s classics that captivated a generation, Stranger Things is set in 1983 Indiana, where a young boy vanishes into thin air. As friends, family and local police search for answers, they are drawn into an extraordinary mystery involving top-secret government experiments, terrifying supernatural forces and one very strange little girl. AFI Awards for Top 10 TV Programs of the Year for 2016 and 2017, and 4 Golden Globes nominations. It has now 3 seasons and over 25 episodes. Summers span decades. Winters can last a lifetime. And the struggle for the Iron Throne begins. Number 1 in our list is Game of Thrones. It is an American fantasy drama television series created for HBO by David Benioff and D.B. Weiss. In the mythical continent of Westeros, several powerful families fight for control of the Seven Kingdoms. As conflict erupts in the kingdoms of men, an ancient enemy rises once again to threaten them all. Meanwhile, the last heirs of a recently usurped dynasty plot to take back their homeland from across the narrow sea. The factor that makes Game of Thrones more exciting is the transformation of each character. The story is written by George R.R. Martin, David Benioff, D.B. Weiss, Vanessa Taylor, Brian Cogman, Jane S. Benson, Dave Hill. Over the course of 8 seasons, Game of Thrones broke many records, created a few controversies, and gave us 73 ambitious episodes of television. And, of course, it made us all want a dragon of our own. The show's seasons have been pricey as well, starting with Season 6. A single Game of Thrones episode cost around $10 million to produce. It has over 375 wins, includes 8 Golden Globe and 604 nominations. If you do like the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It costs nothing, and it will also be a great support for us.